So this is one of the downhills that we're trying to get to the top of. I believe it's red. Let's wait for Zach. So this is one of the downhills at the summit. I think it's a red. You've got two routes. I think this one's more fun. Yeah, let's give it a go. You're going to go down this way, yeah? Yeah? Alright then. When you're ready, yeah? Let's give this a go. Lots of twists and turns, some drops, and some quite mellow burns actually. We see these on some little tabletops. And that's the end of it. Those tabletops are, although they're not high, they're quite hard to hit right. I find they're actually harder to hit because it doesn't give you that lift that you would normally get on the bigger, steeper tabletops. Alright, before we hit one of the bigger jumps, I think it kind of makes sense to warm up a bit. So we're going to do some drops. And these drops are actually, I think they're greens. So one of the easier ones. But it's nice to do. Actually they're blues, not greens. And this is, first one's a bit mellow. Second one's got a nice kick. Yeah, it's trying to hit that first one with enough speed that you can carry into the second one and get a nice takeoff. If you're slow on the first one, second one, you're not going to get much of a takeoff from there. So it's about hitting that first one with just enough speed. That's better. Yes. I'll just hit it one more time and then we'll go to the jumps. I'll just hit it one more time and then we'll go to the jumps. So this is one of the bigger jumps. It's interesting because it's quite steep. You've got to make sure you push against it as hard as you can. The good thing about this jump is that if you don't make it, you've got all this loose wood chips to land on. Let's rake some of this on. Make sure we've got enough padding just in case we don't make the landing. Right then, let's give this a go. I try and always go slow as I can for the first run, just to get used to the forces of that lip. Okay, let's do this. Not too bad, not too bad. Go on, Zach. Let's see how Zach gets on. Banging. Right then, run number 2. Ah, come on, bit more speed. Bit more speed. Felt better. Right then, last run. I find these are actually quite good to hone in your technique for jumping. You don't need speed. You can brush off as much speed as you want. Scrub the speed off, and it's about strong legs, absorbing and not compressing into the jump. Using your legs to try and extend. It's hard to do because it's a steep face, but it's a great place to practice and to learn, because the landing's not too bad and you don't need a lot of speed. So let's try this one again. Come on. I'd be lying if I said it doesn't scare the shit out of me. This is probably one of my favourites at the summit. Got a nice berm. Try and get as well. Key is not to break round it as you come out. A couple of cranks. Hit the roller. Don't need to jump that, and then you've got 2 jumps. Yeah, they're a bit hard to jump because it's about getting. I guess this one is more about technique and speed, which I lack both of. But it's a great one to practice and hone in. Let's give it a go. Didn't go too well. Foot placement wasn't great, and with these pedals it's a bit hard to readjust, so yeah, let's try again. Right, I think we'll hit this one more time. We'll follow Zach. Yeah, he's actually doing quite well, progressing quite well at the jumps. Yeah, I suppose it's quite easier, more natural for kids rather than a grown man like me. It is what it is. Let's get my foot placement better this time. That felt better. That felt a lot better.